Alrighty, hello guys. Got this video here for you, and this one's going to be all about the elemental heroes and all of my elemental hero decks that I like to play. So I've been on DevPro pretty much all day, and I've gotten these games, and I'm going to show you these games of heroes, and then I'm going to show you the deck list right after I'm done with a certain deck. So we're going to hop right on into it, and this one will be first my anti-meta heroes. And ironically, I'm playing against a Gate Hero deck. Um, Probably just going to go ahead and pause and then play step by step because this thing goes really goddamn fast. And it's really hard to go over it. So yeah, he's doing his hero stuff and I'm doing my hero stuff, but mine's a lot slower than his because he has a lot of monsters and I have like a lot of spell and traps. So we got a Torrential, and he's got a Stratos, and I'm going to summon my Alias, attack over it, and then I've got a Lance set. Looking at his side, he's just going to go for a Nova Master, and I'm going to wait for damage step, hit him with the Lance, and hit him for 100. Yeah, that Nova Master really got trolled, and Nova Master really isn't that great of a card anymore. It used to be really good back in the day, and yeah, right there I could have popped that back row with Stratos, but I didn't really want to. But in hindsight, I probably should have, because I had Monster Reborn, and I could have just reborn Stratos anyways to add a card, but instead I ended up adding two. But that's alrighty. So he's going to summon Nova Master and Crash. I could have bottomless that, but I didn't feel the need because I can just summon Thunder King this turn and pretty much shut him down completely because I don't see what he can do other than like summon that Ice Edge, which he does, and he decides to attack me, and he's going to pop a back row, which is my bottomless. I didn't want a Torrential, obviously, because I didn't want to lose Thunder King. So we're going to summon up the Alias, then we're going to attack with Thunder King. And yeah, this game is coming to a close. I didn't really run into my Fossil Dinos, which is the main card of this anti-meta build. And I'm going to Torrential right there because Absolute Zero would destroy all my cards anyways, which would be sad. And yeah. I don't run Photon Thrasher in this build. It would be nice to because I had Rhoda and I could just special and attack directly for game, but yeah, he realized he lost at that point because he knew how to Alias. So we're going to go ahead and jump into the next one. Alrighty, so here's the next one. Looking at my hand so far, it's pretty horrific, plus that guy gets to go first, so that's not very good at all. But I draw a Rhoda, which makes everything so much better, because now my Hero Blast and Miracle Fusion will be live. But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and summon Stratos. Didn't know I was attacking into, but I hit a Raikou, and he had some pretty crazy mills there. So he's going to summon Lila. I'm just going to bottomless it, because he would get rid of my monster anyway, or he'd get rid of my trap anyway, plus I can get rid of him. So we're going to go ahead and summon Alias Poke instead of Torrential, and wait for him to do something. So he's going to summon Lumina, then get another Lumina. I'm going to choose that Max C, which means I'm going to get a +1 out of this somehow, which I do. So he's got that, and I'm going to be trying to wait for my Hero Blast to be live. But no, I'm going to make Black Corn. Yes, Black Ship of Corn, too good against Zen mains, I'm afraid. I added Snowman Eater this deck, by the way. It's just a one-of because I really wanted to start making Ab-Zero more often. But yeah, so he's going to use a Avarice after crashing into my black ship because he could have just set Raikou, but I guess he didn't want to. He's running Thunder Kings too, which is interesting, but he's going to summon up Fossil Dino, which means outside of that Raikou he has like nothing. And when I was playing I was thinking he had nothing, but he's going to use the duality. He could get that Thunder King, but he's just going to go for a Dark Hole. I don't know why he just went for Garroth. He could have set Raikou and got rid of my card right there, but whatever. So we're going to Dark Hole, get rid of Fossil Dyna, and then I'm going to summon Thunder King, poke him, which is pretty much just as bad for him because he doesn't have anything to like hit me with so far. Then he draws a Judgment Dragon, which he's recycled all of his Light Sworns already, so that didn't work out too well for him. But that Raikou helped him out a lot there because he gets some names in the graveyard, plus he gets a Wolf, which can kill a Thunder King. And my back row is nothing because, yeah, I was just trying to bluff him out a little bit. But he's going to hit me with a lot of damage here and go for 5,300. And that's bad for anyone. But gonna draw. I've got, I can make Ab-Zero and that's game. Then I can make a Shining, which Zero would destroy his cards, and then Shining would attack directly. Realizing that, he just, gave up. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the deck profile here right now. Alright, so we're gonna be trying to really go fast in this because I still have 7 more decks to show off, I think, and I'm already at 4 minutes in. So we got triple Alias, we got double T-King, we got Stratos, double Fossil Dino, which he's really good against elemental dragons and whatnot because, yeah, I can destroy all their shit. Then I got Snowman Eater, double Card, and double Maxi. Maxis are iffy, but I kind of like them because if you're going second, you need something. But I got double E-Call because it's good. Heavy Rhoda. Triple Miracle Fusion. They're not dead that often, so it's alright. Then Dark Hole Reborn, double Duality, and double Lance. I like the Lance because Thunder King and Fossil Dino really appreciate it, and sometimes Alias. And then triple Gemini Spark because this card is so goddamn good. And then double Mind Crush because, yeah, it hurts the meta, especially Spellbooks, because fuck them. Then Bottomlesses and Hero Blast. This card's really good with Alias too. Double Torrential because this format's so goddamn fast, I might as well put it in there. Then double Compulse and a Warning. Warning's debatable, but I'm keeping it. And the side or the extra deck's just Cowboy, Djinn, Paladinamino, whatever the fuck that is. I love that card, but name changed. Excalibur, Black Ship of Corn, Photon Pillar Raptive, Blade Armor Ninja, and Gemini Pearl because fuck Evil Swarms. Then we got Gaia, Zero, Esquartio, double Shining because he's the main card to go for. Then we got Nova Master and Great Tornado. So that's that deck. I'm going to go to the next one now, so I'll see you in a second. Alrighty, so now we're going to hop into the Bubble Beat variant of Heroes, which I like it. I think it's pretty good. So we're going to be playing against this really bad Lightsworn deck, but it's still Lightsworn, and I actually go really derp on this guy. Or maybe not, no, this wasn't this guy. It's a different guy. But this one's actually pretty good. So yeah, Bubble Beat really all evolves around Bubble Man and a really low monster count. And I just activated Warrior Returning Alive there because I figured he's going to Heavy Storm me. I didn't actually know, but I had all those spell cards and whatnot set because I needed to summon Bubble Man. So yeah, it kind of sucked. But just going to attack into him because something's going to die to a Raikou, and I figure it's going to be a Raikou because Lightsworns like to set Raikou. Then it's going to set the Silver Sentinel because it's a pretty good card when somebody hits it. And I'm pretty sure this game it actually does get hit, and usually it does get hit. I top deck the Miracle Fusion because this deck really can top deck amazingly. I'm going to go for Great Tornado because, yeah, he got over his monster. And then that's the reason why he's running the Field Spell, because he can pop all the cards. But he did hit the Silver Spectral, so I can destroy it, and then, yeah, Special Summon to get a free monster. And then I'm going to set that and attack him directly for game. So yeah, now we're going to hop into the next game right now. Alrighty, so we got the second one here. I think this is the one where I do pretty good. Yeah, it's against Dark World, and the Dark World player actually does pretty well. I know some players really aren't that great, but this one's pretty good. And then Dark World dealing, get rid of my Zephyros, because Zephyros is a goddamn amazing card in this build. Because you can bounce back Bubble Man and go for Shockmaster so easily, if you can get him in the graveyard anyway. But that was his big misplay there. I don't know why he didn't go for like Brow instead of wasting his tour guides. I don't know. But he made a Zen mains randomly. He could have saved it and eventually used something to get back from the banished zone with Levier. But yeah, he's going to warning my Excalibur, which is pretty sad because I don't have many cards left. I'm going to top deck a Miracle Fusion because heroes love to do that. He's going to Torrential my Shining, which really wasn't that great of an idea, but yeah, I'm going to summon the Alias instead of the Stratos because Stratos is very good by himself in Bubble Beat, and yeah. Now he's going to drag down, get rid of my Stratos, which is pretty sad, but he discarded Brow, and he's going to reborn Trance Archfiend, which I do not want him to have because he can add back a card. But I got Warrior Returning Alive after I discarded my Stratos, which is pretty ironic. But yeah, I'm then going to special summon the Bubble Man, then go for a Shockmaster in his face. But never mind, I think I have game here. Yeah, I had game anyways. So yeah, he gave up. So yeah, I'm going to go and show you the deck profile now in half a second. Alrighty, so here's the deck profile. I got double Alias because you don't really want to run that many Alias because he will clog you so fast, so hard. Then we got Stratos, you really want to add Bubble Man. Then Zephyros because you saw you can make Shockmaster pretty easily with him and he's pretty good. And then triple Silver Sentinel, I just kind of like him because he's pretty cool. You can set him instead of having to normal summon him. But you can normal summon him, which is what makes him pretty good. Then we got triple Bubble Man because he's the heart and soul of this deck. We got double E-Call, Heavy Storm, Rhoda, triple Miracle Fusion because top decking these is so amazing, and I did that in both games I showed you. I only played twice. I played this deck twice, top deck Miracle Fusion twice, so that's pretty good. We got Dark Hole Foolish, simply for Zephyros, and I guess you can send it to make a Miracle Fusion live every once in a while. Then we got Reborn, we got double Warrior Returning Alive to add back Stratos, sometimes the Bubble Man, but usually Stratos. We got double Duality because it's a good card, triple MST because hit stuff. then double Bottomless, double Torrential, double Compulse, double Fiendish Chain, because you can bounce it back with Zephyros too, which is pretty good, 3+1, and double Call of the Haunted, because you can get back Stratos or any of these other guys, and plus you can bounce it with Zephyros. Then we got Judgment and double Bribe, because Bribe and Judgment, we need those cards to stop the fucking Heavy Storm that always hits us turn 2 if we go ham first turn. Then we got extra deck, we got Great Tornado, double Shining, Escordio, double Zero, Shockmaster, Blade Arm Ninja, Photon Pap, Black Ship, double Excalibur because he's pretty good. And I should add, well no, you can do this one plus this one for an OTK if you have Reborn plus Stratos first turn and no monsters in hand. We got Djinn, Abyss Dweller because fuck Dark World and Mermails, and then we got Cowboy. And here's some really quick cards you could put in over some other if you like them. I don't like Hero Liz just because it's going to waste all my life points really quickly, but it could make it a lot more consistent. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and hop into the next deck. So yeah. Alrighty, so now we're going to be using Chaos Hero, which is pretty much Lightsworn Heroes with some darks in there, which makes it Chaos. But yeah, it's pretty good. I'll show you now. So we're going to hop into this one. Do I need to swap? Yes, I do. So we're going against this Galaxy player. He makes a couple misplays. I don't know why he set Galaxy Wizard. I really don't. But it's cool. So I'm going to summon Lila, pop a back row, and then reborn his Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon because that card is pretty difficult to get around, and that's what his deck is about. So I'm going to take it from him anyway. But he's not going to do anything that turn, so I figured this wasn't going to be a very good game, but I guess it was pretty good since I kept it. So we're going to attack Galaxy Eyes, and then I'm going to get my mills in. I've milled some pretty good cards so far, and then use that card to get him back, and then use this card to get out this. Use that other guy's effect to get to level 8, and then he makes this guy, which is pretty good because he negates your effects. And then if an effect's activated in the battle phase, he goes up to 4,000 and can attack directly. Well, he's going to use this guy, lowers attack, special summon this guy, then use this card to special summon that guy, and then make this guy. I'm having a hard time keeping up, but it's okay. So he's going to attack over me, and then, yeah, I need to destroy him because if I destroyed this guy, that other guy would get attacked directly and probably finish me off. This is where Chaos Heroes actually looks really good because I can do all this crazy shenanigans for no reason. So I'm going to get honest back with Levier because Tour Guide is ridiculous. And then I got back honest, and yeah, and I still got this guy, Levier. Then we got double Galaxy Knight, having a horrible time trying to keep up with this thing. So we're going to pause it and catch my breath. But so he's Galaxy Zeros and MST'd it for whatever reason. I didn't catch what it did. I'm still not completely sure, but he made this guy again. And that guy's pretty goddamn good, and he can destroy both my monsters right now. It made that guy's attack 0, but he can now attack with it, so that's pretty good. So I guess that's why I used whatever. I still got double Miracle Fusion because it's so good. And now we'll attack over and drop Honest, and that's game. GG. And now we'll hop into the next game. Alrighty, so let's hop into the next one. I need to swap. And this guy was running a pretty interesting deck. He's got Garbage Lord thing, and he's kind of like, it's a bad deck, but he seemed like he was doing pretty good. He made this Heart Earth guy, which the card's garbage, but it's pretty cool that he got it out because I've never seen it been used before. It just can't be destroyed, really. I think he gets to go plus something if it's destroyed. I don't have time to read it now. But I set Raikou off the Duality, and yeah, I'm going to summon Lila, and he uses Chain Destruction. No idea why. He probably might have wanted to put in Chain Disappearance and got that instead, but whatever. It sounds like I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit from talking so much, but that's alrighty. I'm going to use this to try to pop a back row, but he got me with that MST. But then he's going to Torrential, which it's a +1, but still. I'm not sure if it was +1 actually, but it's alright. But then I did that, and he realized it's game because I showed off Miracle Fusion. And that's the beauty of this deck, because you can spam out pretty big boss monsters really quickly. And yeah, so I'm going to show you the deck profile now. And alrighty, so this is the Chaos Hero deck. It's pretty good because Chaos and Miracle Fusions are pretty good together. So we got the BLS, we got the Gores, we got the Chaos Sorcerer, triple Alias, double T-King, the Stratos, triple Lila, Honest, double Tour Guide, double Reaper, Night Assailant, double Snowman, double Raikou, then double E-Call, Heavy, Rhoda, triple Miracle Fusion, Dark Hole, Avarice, Monster Reborn, Charge, double Duality, triple Gemini Spark, and the 2 traps we run are Hero Blast because they'll be live pretty goddamn often. So I pretty much got it balanced as I can get it with Lights, Darks, Heroes, and Lights, Darks, Heroes, yeah, and Lightsworn too. So we got a bunch of darks here, about 7, and all I need is really 1 because you're not going to open up with Chaos Sorcerer and BLS very often to where you need multiple darks. So yeah, so we're going to go into the extra deck. We got Great Tornado, Double Shining Escordio, Zero, Shockmaster, Blade Armor, Black Ship, Excalibur, Paladin Eminamo, Djinn, Cowboy, Leviair, Temtempo, and Zenmaines. You could run the Beast Dragon too because you have 5 targets plus these 2, but you'd have to run Synchros too, and then your extra deck's going to be cloggy as shit, so I wouldn't really recommend it. But you could get out Great Tornado a lot easier with him. But Great Tornado isn't that great of a card, plus you can use Stratos at any time to make it, and you'll never be making multiple Great Tornadoes a game. I rarely make it once. But yeah, voice is starting to go very quickly, so we need to hurry up and get this over with. I'm having a good time doing this video anyway, so I'm going to go and hop into the next duels right now. Alrighty, so we're going to go and jump into the next one, which is Dino Heros. This one's pretty much Heroes, except it has Logia, or it can go into Logia pretty easily because of Hydrogeddon and Jirak. My opponent's using that Ghostrix deck, which is pretty weird, because yeah, I've never seen it before. I didn't summon Hydrogeddon because I can't attack it because of this house card or whatever, but yeah, eventually I'm going to get rid of that and then use Hydrogeddon. But he uses this thing which flips my Stratos face down, which it's a weird card, but whatever. I thought about not destroying that thing, but it gets an effect apparently, so yeah. He's gonna Heavy Storm me for no real reason. Didn't use it because I didn't use Dark Bribe because I didn't want to, whatever. Didn't want to save Ecall, but summon Hydrogeddon and he quits because yeah, he realized Hydrogeddon is amazing against his deck. He could have used Dark Hole, but I guess he was realizing he doesn't have any monsters, so there's no real point. But yeah, we're gonna go and hop into the next duel right now. Okay, so we got our Dino Heroes, and we're going against some really weird deck here. It's like Synchro, but it can also do some XYZing, but it was pretty cool. This guy was really nice, by the way. But yeah, summon Jirak Gwaiba first turn to make a Logia, which means he's going to have a hard time. And I got Bottomless and Compulse set, so there's not much you can do. He's going to try to Black Rose, but I'm going to negate with Logia because why would I let that go through? Then he's going to go for this, try to make a Stardust, and he tries to attack, and Compulse is so goddamn good against Synchros. I swear. He's going to set a Call of the Haunted, and he didn't realize that you couldn't get back Synchros that were negated, and I told him, so now he knows. But he still has a Reborn, so he can try to get out of this, so he's going to Special Summon Cyber Dragon. I'm going to let that go. He's just doing it so he can't take that much damage, I guess. Plus he can bait out him, like he can act like he has Honest, but obviously doesn't. So I'm going to attack over him, and then yeah, I pretty much left this duel in because it shows that you can go pretty good with this deck. But I'm going to bottomless that because I figured the card in his hand is something useless. He's going to be forced to set it so I can get out Hydrogeddon. This deck takes a lot of effort to work because, yeah, you have to build it properly and all this other stuff. Plus you have to know what you're doing. I've failed a couple times playing this, so don't worry about it if you can't get this to work right because it's not the greatest deck. You'll be better off just to run the other hero variants, but this one's pretty fun anyways because you can go into Zero and Nova Master pretty easily because of these guys. As you can see, I couldn't really get a hero this game, but that's alright. You just realize he's lost at this point, so the game's over, but whatever, he's going to prolong it, so go ahead and attack. Okay, so now we're going to go and show you off the deck profile right now. Alrighty, so here's Dino Heroes. I know I've seen other people run it differently, but I like it this way. So I got triple Alias Stratos, triple Jirak Gwaiba, triple Hydrogeddon, double Ecall, heavy Rhoda, triple Miracle, Dark Hole, Reborn, double Duality, triple Lance, triple Gemini Spark, double Dress because Lance and Dress change attack for these guys, which means you can get out Logia and Dolka pretty easily. Then we got double Bottomless, double Hero Blast, double Torrential, double Compulse, Solemn, and double Bribe. Thinking about taking out the Torrentials for something else that changes attack because these guys will be dead pretty good amount of the time unless you have these 2 cards. That's alright. And in the extra deck I probably should have put in extra Logia because that's the main card you want to go for. And I'd probably take out Paladamino, whatever. Another thing, Dragosack's going to be a card for a long time because that card's fucking ridiculous. And these guys love tokens to attack over, so this deck might be viable soon. So yeah. Then we got Great Tornado Nova Master, double Shining, double zero. Lagia Dolka, Shockmaster, Blade Armor, Black Ship of Corn, Excalibur, Paladino, Dijin, and Cowboy. I think there's just some other cards you could run, because I'm not really feeling like making extra decks. But yeah, we're going to go and hop into the next guy. So yeah. Alrighty, so now we're going to use one of my oldest decks I've had on this channel. Probably like the first duel I ever had was using this deck, actually. Or no, never mind. This is Gemini Heroes, not Masked Heroes, which is what I named it, so that's pretty goddamn weird. But whatever. I guess we're going to use Gemini Heroes instead. Yeah, I'm pretty confuzzled, but he's doing his Utopia stuff because Utopia is weird and all that good stuff. But going to Dark Hole to get rid of his attachment, and then I'm going to set Gemini Spark to kill the Utopia in a second. He's going to Heavy, and I'm going to Chain because, yeah, I figured he would end up having Heavy because they always have Heavy when I set 2. He derps uses Instant Fusion for no apparent reason, and then I attack directly. Set 2 more because fuck Heavy Storm, and it's already been used, so we're good. So now he's going to try to wait it out because he needs a card. But just going to attack directly for that 19. I'm going to set that card, and yeah, he's pretty much out of luck at this point. Could Night Beam, but there's no real point. Just going to Miracle Fusion, go for game, and he realizes it's game. So now we're going to go into the next duel. Alrighty, now we're going into the next game. Yeah, I'm going to have to get a new Masked Hero deck. I mean, I'm only going to be able to show off one Masked Hero game because, yeah, I can't. Since, yeah. I'm really distracted, sorry. But yeah, he's doing all of this weird stuff. He really shouldn't have done all this because I had 2 back row, but I'm going to skill drain because, no, bad Stratos. He's going to attack, and I'm going to compulse this guy. And yeah, I'm going to end up summoning the Alias, I'm pretty sure. Going to have Duality first, of course. We're going to add card because card will be live more than those other 2 ones. But yeah, I'm going to go and attack over Stratos with the Alias, and then going to set the Gemini Spark, because Gemini Spark is pretty goddamn good. Top deck's the Heavy, so that's just amazing. Yeah, he was really hoping that Esquardio would go to the graveyard, because, yeah, he had a Dark Arm play. But just going to get a +1 with the Stratos, because Stratos is pretty goddamn good. Going to set 2 more, because he already wasted his Heavy Storm. Really, Heavy Storm is horrible. Like, it makes Heroes so sad. But that guy had 3 power cards. I'm yet to see 1. That's cool. So we're going to send Gemini Lancer, and yeah, I'm just going to summon that. He's going to Mystical Space Typhoon for no reason because he realized he's lost. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and show off the deck profile. Alrighty, so here's my Gemini Heroes. This really revolves around Skill Drain because almost all of the cards here have no effects except for Stratos, but you try to get him out quickly turn 1. So hop into it. We got the triple Beast King Barbados because under Skill Drain he becomes 3,000 and that's ridiculous to deal with. We got double Photon Thrasher because he can attack when you have another monster on board and hit for a lot. A triple Alias because Gemini, he's really good. Then X-Cavalier because Fire and Gemini. Gemini Lancer because 0 is so ridiculous, so you want to run Waters. And plus he's a Gemini, so Gemini Spark is live a good amount of the time. We got Stratos because good, and then card cars, Emergency Call, sorry. Rhoda, Miracle Fusions, Dark Hole, Reborn, Double Duality, Book of Moon, Double Lance, Triple Gemini Spark, Double Bottomless, 1 Torrential because I don't really want to destroy my monsters too, and this is a really slow deck, so yeah. And Double Compulse, Triple Skill Drain because that's the main point of this deck. Solemn, Double Bride. And then we got Great Tornado, Nova Master, Double Shining, Esquardio, 0, Shockmaster, Pap, Black Ship, Excalibur, Paladino, Roach, Dijin, Abyss Dweller, and Gaga Cowboy. So now we're going to hop into the next one. Well, this deck right here, it's pretty good, but I'd rather use the other versions of heroes that I have. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and go to the next duel. Alrighty, so now we're going to go into our Masked Heroes, which is one of the first decks that I actually used on my channel. I think it was the first, but whatever. So we're going to be playing against this really weird deck we got here. It's a Psychic deck, but yeah. So he's going to summon up the Psychic Commander and all that good stuff. And I've been really flustered. Like, this video has been going on a long time, plus I got confused since one of my replays wasn't named properly. That's alright, but it's going to Gemini Spark because that's a really good card, and yeah, then attack with Stratos. It's going to set 2, which is okay with me. So I'm going to summon up the Ocean with attack with Stratos. He's going to do that. I'm going to activate Mass Change to get out the Vapor, because Vapor is a pretty good card. He can't be destroyed by card effects, and he's really underrated. Like, people with Masked Heroes usually don't even use him. But since he really can't do anything, he's just going to end his, and he's just going to quit. And yeah, that was the only game I had with this, but you can see earlier games on my channel with Masked Heroes because I used to do them pretty often. So yeah, I'm going to go to the deck profile because Gemini Heroes was one of the things, and I accidentally named it Masked Heroes, so I thought I already had 2 games, which I didn't, so I only have 1 of Masked Heroes, but yeah, I told you, you can see it earlier on my channel. Alright, so here's the deck profile. Alrighty, so we got triple Alias, we got double Thunder King, we got Stratos, Wild Heart, double Ocean because he's the main thing you want to mask change, and Wild Heart's just there because Diane is a pretty good card. It can get you out of Stratos for free. Then you got double Emergency Call, Heavy Storm, Army, triple Miracle Fusion, Dark Hole, Reborn, double Duality, triple Mask Change, we got double Lance, triple Gemini Spark, double Bottomless, double Threatening Roar because this card's actually pretty good in a lot of my decks. We got double Torrential, double Compulse, double Fiendish Chain, Solemns. In the extra deck, we got Master Diane. When this card destroys and sends a monster to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 hero from your deck, which is really good, but you have to use Wild Heart to get him out, which is Sad Face. You got Great Tornado, double Shining, Master Acid, which destroys all their spell and traps, and yeah, it's pretty good because you can attack with Ocean, then Mass Change and attack again for 26, plus destroying their back row, which is ridiculous. Then we got double Absolute Zero, then a Master Vapor because this card is really good. We got a Utopia, a Ninja, Black Ship of Corn, Excalibur, we got Sympathy to Jin, and Cowboy. This deck, I really stopped using it for a long time just because I've used it so much, and I know this deck pretty much inside and out, and I love it. So yeah, but we're going to go and hop into the next one. Alrighty, so we're going to go into the last decks that I have, which means we're going to try to fit this under 30 minutes, but I don't know if it's going to happen. But we got Gate Hero here. This deck I literally just made, and I just used 2 games, and these are the 2 games. This deck's actually really fun to play. I didn't actually think it would be. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and make a Shining because that's the main card you want to make, since you can get it back when you can get back your monsters when cards are destroyed. And yeah, so yeah, he's gonna Destiny Draw and all do his other shenanigans. Don't really run many traps, so I can't really stop him. But yeah, I'm gonna summon up Voltic, and I make a misplay here because he made a misplay too. But I should have got back the other Voltic, attacked, and then got back Stratos. Then I could have made a Shockmaster, but I wasn't thinking. This is the first time using this deck, and I didn't realize that would have been a really good play. But I made this instead, but that's pretty good anyways. But Shockmaster more or less just would have shut him down more. But yeah, he's just going to summon the Prisma and then go for his derp stuff. He didn't realize that Duality would stop him from fusioning. But that's alrighty. But just gonna go ahead and mess around here and show all the cool things you can do on this deck. I mean, I got 5 monsters on field for free. Like, that's pretty crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna go and hop in the next game. Okay, so here's the next one. If it ever loads, there we go. This one's against a really weird Madolche deck, but that's fine. These are the type of hands you could be dealing with, but these are the ones you really want to wait for your opponent to do something first, because it's pretty high risk if you lose your monsters. But just going to make Shining, because if he's destroyed I can get back my cards. But yeah, I don't really have anything else I can do other than just make Shining. This deck really needs Stratos. Like, this deck extremely needs Shadows because the other cards can't do much. But yeah, I probably should have summoned Heat, but that was alright. I just wanted to see if he had any back row before I went going crazy into him. So yeah, I didn't draw another monster this turn. Oh, sorry, I had to yawn. But I just went and summoned Heat. I could drop a Bubble Man if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. So yeah, I got all these cool back rows sitting here for him. So he's going to activate Ticket because, yeah, my Dolces are weird. So I'm going to summon Voltic because this card is so ridiculous. As you can see, I just keep on special summoning monsters. Yeah, I could have made 2 Shockmasters with this Bubble Man in my hand, but yeah, that's game. And we're going to go ahead and jump into the deck profile. Alrighty, so here's the Gate Heroes. You just use Fusion Gate to make out all your elemental heroes, and if you make Absolute Zero with this and then immediately make a Shining afterward, it is so ridiculous because you get to destroy their field plus get out a really big monster. And yeah, so we're going to jump into this deck profile. So we got Stratos, the heart and soul of this deck, hands down. Then we got double Heat because, yeah, you can make the fire when Nova Master. double Wild Heart just because heroes, you need more heroes, and he's decent anyways. Then we got triple Voltic because this card is so amazing getting back the heroes so easily. We got double Summoner Monk because you run a very, very large amount of spells, and a lot of them are going to be dead sometimes. We got double Bubble Man because you can do some ridiculous stuff like make Shockmaster. We got double Tour Guide because you can go into Leviair and get back a Stratos or a Voltic or something. And yeah, that's pretty plus. And we got triple Ice Edge because this card will bait out back row really easily, plus you can make Absolute Zero pretty easily. Then we got double E-Call, Rhoda, double Miracle Fusion because your heroes won't be going to the graveyard very often, but your fusions will, most likely. So you can use Miracle Fusion to get out more fusions by banishing your fusions, which is pretty good, I would say. Then we got Darkhold, double Parallel World Fusion, which is the same thing as Miracle Fusion, except it uses monsters that are banished, but it puts them back in the deck, and then you get out a fusion monster, so that's pretty good. Then we got double Terraforming, because if you don't have fusion gates, you can't do much. Then we got Reborn, double Duality, double Lance, and triple Fusion Gate, because that's the heart and soul of this deck, other than Stratos, obviously. Then we got double Bottomless, double Compulsive Solemn Judgment, because those are the best traps, I think. And in the extra deck, you need more fusions in this deck, because that's the main thing. Like the other hero decks, you're mainly going for XYZs, then your fusions. This one you're going to be going for fusions, and then maybe an XYZ here and there. But so we got Great Tornado, we got Nova Master, we got Triple Shining because he is so good in this deck, so good. We got Escordio because Tour Guide and Summoner Monk. We got Double Zero because he's just really good. Destroy your opponent's monsters all the time, every day, all day, every day. We got Shockmaster, Black Ship, Excalibur, Djinn, Cowboy, Leviair, and Zen mains those two just for the Tour Guide, of course. So yeah, this deck was pretty good. It was actually amazingly good. I always thought this deck was horrible, and then I played it a little bit, and I'm like, wow, this actually worked out pretty well. But yeah, that's pretty much all the heroes that I have. I can't really think of any more I could make, but I could go into like Destiny Heroes, but I don't like Destiny Heroes that much. But yeah, if you enjoyed, you can leave a like. If you want to see more videos from me, you can subscribe and all that good stuff. And leave a comment for questions and concerns. I love comments, by the way. And yeah, I'm out. Later, guys.